So the goal determines your direction, the system determines your progress. You're never going to get anywhere just by holding the rudder and just by thinking about what you want to achieve. You actually have to row the boat. Hey there and welcome. So come on in. I want to continue to talk to you about the science of goal setting. Now, last time I gave you two words, which was outcome-based goals and process-based goals. Now, those are types of goals. I want to use the same word choices here, outcome and process, but use them to talk to you about something just a little bit different. So this is one of the biggest reasons why goals fail, is that most people set an intention or an ideal outcome and then they just try working towards it. It's great, it's an awesome plan, but that only gets you about halfway there. When you think about your goal setting, I need you to think about the outcome as the ideal result, that conclusion, that end goal, that place where you want to get to in your world. What that ideal looks like. Now, remember what I said last time about outcome-based goals versus process goals, right? The outcome, as I said last time, is really important as a waypoint. But what we ideally want to be setting for ourselves in our world is process goals, where we're going to set ourselves up to maintain success in our lives. Now, the process that I'm talking about here today is the skill that you're going to need, or the method that you're going to use to get yourself to that place of achieving the outcome that you're looking for, the desired outcome. I've also heard it used in terms of rudders and oars. So if you were to imagine like a small rowboat, and I mean, I often use the analogy that we're rowing upstream. So if you imagine a small rowboat, the goals, the outcomes, the waypoints, those are like the rudder on the boat. They're going to set the direction, they're going to determine kind of where we're headed. If we commit to one goal, then the rudder stays put, continuing to move you forward. If you kind of set a bunch of different goals and you're sort of flip-flopping back and forth between them, then the rudder is sort of moving all around, and sometimes we can find ourselves rowing in circles. Now, it becomes really important to recognize that there is another part of the boat that is just as important, if not more important, and that is the oars. See, if the rudder is our goal, then the oars are going to be that process that we use for achieving it. So the rudder, or the outcome, that's our direction, that's where we're heading. And the oars, that's what's determining our progress, right? Because that's the process, that the movement that we make as we're heading towards our goals, right? So this is the difference between just the outcome and the system or the process that we're going to be using to achieve that. We need to do some really good thinking on the front end, which is what's going to help us actually get to where we're going. I hear John Maxwell talk about it all the time, that the best results, the best outcomes require us to have done some quality thinking on the front end. And then I love what Mel Robbins says about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, because we need to do that quality thinking on the front end, and then we need to just take that action to step up and move. So then goals are really useful for setting our direction, and then systems are great for actually making the progress that we need to have. I've heard it said that one of the primary benefits of having a goal is that it tells you what kind of process or what kind of system you're going to need to put in place in order to achieve the best result. So the goal determines your direction, the system determines your progress. You're never going to get anywhere just by holding the rudder and just by thinking about what you want to achieve. You actually have to row the boat. And you need to know the how, the little steps you're going to take to get you there. You know, we use the analogy sometimes of how do you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. But the thing is that we have to take that elephant, that big goal, and break it down into sort of the bite-sized, manageable pieces that are going to allow us to see some rewards along the road, and that are going to help us to achieve that greater success, because we brought it down to these little steps that we can take right here, right now. As I've said before, I go into way more depth about goal setting in my High Achievers Goal Setting Program. To gain access to that program, you can go to extremeexcellence.ca and just click on the High Achievers Program. If you want to start to see improved results, if you want to start to break through some of the barriers that have been holding you back, if you want to see yourself becoming an achiever, not just somebody with good intentions, but somebody who knows how to be intentional, you need this program. So, extremeexcellence.ca, come and join me in there, and we will get you setting goals that you will actually achieve, teaching you the science behind it, and kind of guiding you step by step by step through the process of setting goals you'll actually achieve and taking the actions to achieve them. All right, I will be with you next Wednesday. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.